Joining me now is the CEO and president of the Boys and Girls Club of Oakland, Cal Stanley, to talk about the Town Ball, which is coming up, the Oakland Town Ball. It's going to be a little different this year, as most things are, of course. But thanks for joining us this morning, Cal. How are you?
I'm well, and thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
All right, so tell us how this pandemic has been for the Boys and Girls Club. I know it's been turning your operations upside down. What adjustments have you been making?
Well, we've had to make top to bottom adjustments to adapt to what's allowable and safe, under the pandemic and its quarantine, sheltering in place. So from March, the mid-March till last Monday, November 16th, we had been serving kids strictly via Zoom. We had assimilated our three hard brick and mortar clubhouses as digital clubhouses, virtual via Zoom. And a week ago, we reopened on a limited basis to allow 2 pods of 10 kids each at each of our 3 clubhouses to assist young people with their distance learning. Many of our kids just don't have the equipment or the internet access or Wi-Fi at home, so we've made our facilities available so that they can keep pace academically.
Yeah, that is wonderful. During this time when you were Zoom only, that certainly takes away a lot of the tools that you have to help these kids, and being generally the conduit between school and home, you were sort of having to do everything, but do it virtually. What were some of the challenges you came across?
Well, it's myriad. We had. As a guest at our board meeting, our board's been meeting via Zoom throughout that process as well. So we had at our October board Zoom Superintendent Kyla Johnson Trammell, and one of the things that she said that we could be most helpful with regard to kids is, everybody's been kind of hunkered down at home, and so just the socialization it would be a big help. And so we've brought that back to the table. We are in fact clubs for young people ages 6 to 17, roughly K-12. And so it's been said that more is caught than taught. And I think that's when kids catch a lot, and maybe that's not a good analogy in these times, but there's more that's caught between the lines than what's in the lines, if you will. In terms of kids' growth and development and learning and retention. So we've been giving kids an opportunity to stay in touch with their peers, their cohort, and with the staff who are oftentimes, in many ways, kind of surrogate parents, helping our community to raise its kids, helping our families to raise its kids, and providing young people with food, actually, to offset the food insecurity was a big issue. Kids rely on the meals that they get when they appear at school in person, but when school is not in session, as it hadn't been, we, through the generosity of actually the Thompson Family Foundation, Clay Thompson family, gave us the opportunity to give our young people and their families some hot, nutritious meals throughout the process. So helping kids to bridge the gap in just about any way that you can imagine.
All right. Well, that is wonderful. I know you've done wonderful work all summer long with that. And in the meantime, it looks like the Boys and Girls Club of Oakland needs some help. We're going to do that in the form of a big fundraiser. Tell us about the Oakland Town Ball.
Well, yeah, and thank you for asking, and for all that you have done over many years. We have 3 big events throughout the course of the year, and the biggest, and only its 6th year, is our Oakland Town Ball, which is Friday, December 11th, and it's going to be virtual this year again because of the continuing COVID-19 concerns. And so oaklandtownball.org, you can go there for registration information. But, we're lining up a stellar a lineup of people who are, Oakland centric, if you will, because the town ball at its core is a celebration of Oakland. And so since its inception back in 2015. So we've got the first two of our stellar Oaklanders, if you will, and Zendaya and Daveed Diggs. Daveed of the original Broadway production of Hamilton is one of our honorees, and Zendaya, who has been a star for Disney and a whole bunch of other things. So they have signed on and will be recognized for all that they've done and continue to do. Zendaya has been a stellar volunteer just on many fronts, not just in Oakland, but in general.
That is going to be really exciting. Okay, so it is a virtual event. What could attendees expect to have happen on it?
Well, we have it's going to be, it's kind of a hybrid of sorts. The event that you helped us with last June was entirely pre-recorded. And this Oakland Town Ball for December 11th will be a hybrid in that it's partly pre-recorded and partly live. And so live so that people who want to help above and beyond what it costs to sponsor and to attend can jump in and help through the funded aid segment. And so you will get to see the honorees receive their awards for all that they have done in order to be the recipients of the honors that they will receive. And I don't want to steal their thunder, and I probably can't steal their thunder because they're great people, very outgoing, very accomplished. So you'll get to see them recognized for what they have done and are continuing to do to help communities to be better.
Okay, sounds like a lot of fun. If people want to sign up or if they want to even donate, give us that website again.
Go to www.oaklandtownball.org. www.oaklandtownball.org.
All right. Thanks so much for your time this morning, Cal Stanley, President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Oakland.
Okay. Thank you, Ann.